I'm Weird Paul, and these are my 100 favorite songs of the 1980s. Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio is a punk rock song by the Ramones, and it was released as a single on May 16th, 1980. The Ramones had put out 4 classic punk albums between 1976 and 1978, but they still weren't successful, so they decided to record their 5th album, End of the Century, with producer Phil Spector. Phil Spector was known for recording many hit songs in the 60s with his dense, layered, wall-of-sound production. However, even the band were not too happy with how the recordings turned out. Phil was a perfectionist who placed great demands on them. He spent $200,000 recording the album. In comparison, the first Ramones album only cost $6,400 to make. Rock and Roll Radio was an unusual Ramones song because it included piano, trumpet, electric organ, and saxophone, which was played by Steve Douglas, who'd previously lent his horn playing to recordings by the Beach Boys and Elvis Presley. The lyrics of Rock and Roll Radio plead for the return of music to its basic roots instead of the disco that was popular at the time. I first heard the Ramones in 1986, but I didn't hear Rock and Roll Radio until April 25th, 1987, when I saw the music video on the USA Channel program Night Flight. It was directed by Mark Robinson, who also made videos for The Pretenders, Oingo Boingo, Pat Benatar, and Eddie Money. The video shows the Ramones watching themselves on TV. Some pinheads pronounce the song a hit, and Johnny Ramone smashes the TV with his guitar. That shot at the end was used by MTV in their promos in 1981. On September 21st, 1988, my sister and I got on a bus and went across town to see the Ramones live in concert. And we saw that exact lineup, Joey, Johnny, Dee Dee, and Marky, perform Rock and Roll Radio. It was raw, fast, and powerful, and I'll never forget it. I'll see you soon with another of my 100 favorite songs of the 1980s.